Okay, well, thank you for joining me. My name is Kara, and I have a website called iStampin.com. You can see that right there. I'm going to go ahead and cover this up just so that the project is up a little bit higher. But I'm going to start doing these every Thursday at 11 o'clock on Eastern Time. This is a nice time for me. Thursdays are a little bit slower, so I thought that I would start doing a Facebook Live. And if you are not able to watch the whole presentation or are missing it, I'm going to upload this onto YouTube as well as my blog, so you'll be able to see all the products that I've used today, instructions and things like that. Excuse me. But what I thought I would show you how to make is this really simple mini treat bag using our Sending Love Designer Series paper stack, and then just putting some Hershey Kisses on the inside. This is just one of our little cello bags, but I just thought it was adorable with the sealed with kiss. So obviously the kiss kind of plays on the Hershey Kisses. This is really simple to make. This is great for treats if you like to make treats for your children to take to school. You know, if you like to do this for work, neighbors, whoever. I think it's so much fun to give little treats like this away. It's really easy, so I thought what I would do is demonstrate to you how I made this one. And then last night, crazy thing was, I dreamt about this all night long. I was so nervous making sure that I had everything perfectly. I dreamt about using the brand new Falling Petals Texture Impressions embossing folder. So I'm going to try two. One I've done before, obviously. The other one, it's going to be on the fly, so hopefully that works out. So let me just move that off to the side. And the products that you're going to need to make this treat bag are, you're going to need a piece of real red cardstock and Whisper white cardstock, and both of these measure 3 by 3. And that's going to allow us to do the stamping and then be able to cut them out using the layering circle framelits and also the stitched shape framelits. And then I've already cut one of these out because it had been so long since I'd made one of these. I thought that I needed two of these. So I've already cut one out, but I've got another piece of Designer Series paper to cut out the other side. And let me show you the framelits. So this is the mini treat bag framelit. So what you need is you need one of these and then one of these. So just one of each. This just makes the back side flap, and I'll show you how to put this together. The 6 by, and then you can obviously see all the other components that come with this thinlet set, or framelit set. The 6 by 6 paper works perfectly with this. Let me show you. I'll go ahead and die cut another one out. I don't mind because I'm going to be making quite a few of these. So I've got the Sending Love Designer Series paper stack. And, oh, and if anybody is watching live and you're commenting below, I do have my iPad up. You can obviously ask questions or make comments. I may not see them right away, but before I end, I'll try to review everything. So just don't think that I'm ignoring you. So anyway, so I'm going to use the Sending Love Designer Series paper stack, and this is the perfect size. This is 6 by 6. And that's exactly the size paper that you need to run this through the Big Shot. So let's see, I'm going to choose a different pattern. I was trying to like find patterns that weren't too busy, and you know what, let me see, I'm going to do a red one. Let's see here. The polka dot's cute. I may do that one. Okay, yeah, let's do the polka dot. So I want to show you how you want to load this into your Big Shot, because if you're not careful, you can damage the thinlet, and I don't want you to do that and have to, not be able to use it anymore or have to buy a new one. So let me bring in my Big Shot, and hopefully this will show on camera and I'm not too close. Okay, I think that's okay. And I even broke out my brand new plates for y'all so they wouldn't be all scratched. All right, so I have my magnetic platform, which I highly recommend when using any of our framelits, just because it keeps everything almost together, you know, where it's not slipping and sliding around. Okay, so what you're going to want to do, let me push this out just a little bit. So what you're going to want to do is just line up the top of the framelit to the paper. And what I like to do is just to kind of take my fingers and just make sure that the edge of the framelit is on the side of the paper. So, you know, it can be a little bit easy to make, you know, to have it kind of off like this. So you just want to check the top and the bottom to make sure that you're completely on the paper. The other thing that you want to make sure is that you are not hanging off of the platform. That's where you can actually ruin the framelit. So when this goes through, you want to make sure that you are completely square, you're on the platform, nothing is hanging off. And then I'll just run this through. And my little table was shaking. I shifted a little bit, so let me just reposition that. Okay, there we go. And just crank that through. And then you can see how little waste you have. So that's why I love this size, because you're not ruining, you know, you're not using a whole piece of paper. And then it's got the score marks and everything for you. So let me go ahead and just move this out of the way. Oh no, actually I need to die cut. You know what, we'll make that bag. How about we do that, since I've already started that, and that will be different than the one that I made. So I'm going to get another piece of the polka dot paper. Now with this thinlet, you don't have to be as careful because it's not as wide. And I'm just going to put in, you should be able to get 2 sides out of one sheet of 6x6 paper. Okay, so that's what the other side's going to look like. Okay, now let me remove all this stuff. Get this out of the way. And I'm not sure that I said to you what stamps that I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using the Sending Love stamp set. That's in our Occasions catalog. I'm not using any of the framelits that go with it. There is a bundle that you can save 10%. I do recommend that if you're going to get this, because the framelits are just absolutely just beautiful and so cute. So, but you can find that in our Occasions catalog. Okay, so what I've done here is I have just folded on all the score marks. They're really visible for you, so you shouldn't have a problem finding them. And then just running my bone folder along the creases just to burnish it, to give it a good crease. And then what I like to do is put this together like that. So that's how it goes. So it's going to go like this. I always get confused. I don't know why. I always think that this piece is supposed to go over there, but it's not. Okay, so what I like to do is to kind of place it down on my paper first before adhering it together, just to make sure that I'm doing it correctly. So that's how we're going to attach it. And I like to use our tear and tape adhesive. I think you need something a little bit strong. I don't think our snail would be strong enough. You could definitely try Fast Fuse, or even our the Tombow glue, the wet glue. But I really like our tear and tape adhesive. It's really easy to work with, and it holds really well. And I'm just going to, so what I like to do is just kind of burnish one of the ends, and then take my paper piercer. Let's find that real quick. Got everything over here. So then I just like to lift up that backing paper. I find it easy to do it that way, and then just peel off. And then I'm just going to get just a little bit more tape, because I want to make sure that I've got it completely covered. And these are really easy to make. Like I said, it's quick. Once you get a couple done, you'll be making these in no time. And then what I like to do is just, you know, I like to look at the top and the bottom, especially here where that line is, to make sure that I've got that lined up, because we want this to be able to fold really easily together. And so let's see here. I think that looks good without getting my head in the camera. Okay, there we go. And then when you close it, it's just going to close like that, and then that's going to fold really easily. So then what I like to do is to, on the long side of the flap, I like to put my adhesive. So on the left side is, go ahead and put tear and tape adhesive again, just along that edge. And then you can just tear it off. Whoops, don't do that. Okay, we're going to pretend like I didn't do that. Here, let me just, that's on the inside, so that's okay. See, that kind of stuff, if you were watching this, if I made a video on YouTube, I would edit that out. But this is live, so you get to see my mistakes. You get to see that I can be kind of a clumsy stamper, which is okay. I think sometimes people think that I'm perfect and they don't see all the mistakes that I make and all the trash that's laying around my feet from messing up. We all do it. It's just when you make a video, you have the luxury of editing that stuff out. So anyway. All right, so I'm just going to remove this and then just put a little bit more down here. Whoops. And y'all have to forgive me if I seem a little nervous. I haven't, like I said, I haven't done a whole lot of Facebook Live videos, so this is new and it is a little nerve-wracking just because I can't take away that y'all are going to see all my mistakes. Hey Emily, how are you this morning? Thank you for joining me. Okay, so that's the little pouch, and you can see them. It's a pretty nice size pouch. You can actually fit a lot in there. So then what you'll want to do is just get one of your 6x8 cello bags, and I just went to, you know, my grocery store and got these Hershey Kisses. And I'm just taking a handful. I'm really not counting how many. You know, obviously, if you get too much, you can always just take it out, but I think that should be a good amount. And then I am using the Sending Love ribbon. This comes in a combo pack. You can, it's white and then this really pretty real red grow grain ribbon. This is 1/8 of an inch, so it's really, really thin, but I love it. It's so easy to tie, which that's how I like to rate my ribbons. When they're really easy to tie bows or knots and stuff like that, that's when I really enjoy ribbon. So I'm just going to put that around the cello bag. Let me get this. There we go. And then just kind of really pull tight. And then I'm just going to make a simple bow. And like I said, this ribbon is really nice. It makes tying bows simple. There we go. Well, let me try that again. It's not as pretty as I did before. Sorry about that. I guess that's what happens when you're live and using your cell phone. You get calls. Okay, that's a little bit better. But you can fiddle with it and make that really pretty. And I'm just going to cut the tails. And I like to cut my tails on an angle. That one looks good. Some people like just to do them straight across. And then what I do is I kind of like smush all this down to get the air out. and then just kind of fold that back, and then you're able to slide that in. Now it's really full, but that's okay. You know, that's what makes it fun. But it's not too full, so you can kind of get the idea of how full that is. But when we put the little sentiment on here, we're going to make sure that we adhere it really well so that it won't pop off. So I'm going to go ahead and take the candy out for a second. So what you'll want to do is go ahead and get your Whisper White cardstock. Like I said, this is 3x3. And because we are using the photopolymer stamps, I like to use my Stampin' Pierce mat. It gives it a nice cushion. And you're going to want to get out your Real Red ink and your Memento Tuxedo black ink. And excuse me, I'm going to take a sip of water real quick. And then I am using the cute little lips and then the Sealed with Kiss images. So I've got those right here. Now my Real Red ink is super juicy. I inked it up at Christmas time and I think I went a little overboard. So my lips are a little bit messier than they would be if my ink was a little bit drier. So I'm just going to put that down here and gotta let that dry a little bit because I don't want to stamp on top of that and then it all kind of bleeds together. That one's not too bad. Okay, I think that's okay. And then, like I said, I'm going to ink up the Sealed with Kiss using my Memento Tuxedo black ink. And then I am going to just stamp it, but I'm going to have where the S's of the kiss kind of overlap the lips, the little kissing lips. So it kind of looks like that. There we go. And then what you'll want to do is to get out your stitched shape framelits. And if you haven't heard, they are back in stock. They were out of stock for about a month or so. They sold out so quickly and it took a little bit longer to get them in stock. So they are back, which is exciting. And I think I used the second largest circle. Yep, that's what I did. So let me bring in the Big Shot. Let me bring that back in. And at the same time, I'm going to go ahead and cut the coordinating circle framelit. And let's see, which one was that? Let me bring in my sample again so I can make sure that I'm cutting the right one. Nope. Yeah, I think it's that one. So, and I wish they had sizes on these circles so that I could tell you which one it is. So I'm gonna just, once you cut this one, what I like to do is just find the coordinating framelits and I just kind of lay it on there and that's how I figure out which one I need to do. Okay, so let me bring back the Big Shot and bring that back in. And we'll cut these out at the same time, which is really convenient. Okay, I think that one looks like it's centered. Okay, and then that one. We don't have to worry about that being centered. We just want to make sure that it's all on the cardstock. And then just run that through. And if you aren't familiar with the Big Shot, reach out to me and I will give you all of the details on it. It's a fabulous tool. So that just pops out like so. Let me get this out of the way. And like I said at the very beginning, if you didn't join me, if you weren't here at the very beginning, I will have all of the details listed on accompanying blog post of all the products that I used. So don't worry if you're not getting everything down. Okay, so I'm going to pop this up using dimensionals. And these stitch shape framelits, these are probably my favorite tool to use right now. I really, really, really hope that Stampin' Up! Comes out with like rectangle framelits. Oh my gosh, I would just, that's like, I feel like that's just one shape that they're missing. All right, so then let's bring in our bag. So ideally, you know what? I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna take this off because you're not seeing that red. I'm gonna die cut this in black. Let's see here. I think the black will really pop against the red. I just don't see that. It just got lost. Okay, so let's try it with this one. I think this is going to look a lot better. Okay, so let's try this now. Oh yeah, that looks a lot better. I'm just not quite straight on with this circle. Let me try this again. The scallops are so tiny that sometimes it's a little difficult to make sure that you're getting, that you're even all the way around, but it's easy to adjust if you miss it the first time. Okay, I think that looks good. Doesn't that look a lot better with the black? That really pops on that red. The red scallop just got lost on there. Okay, so what I would suggest doing is using your tear and tape again to put it on the treat bag, just because it bows a little bit and we don't want it to pop off. If you have fast fuse, you can use the fast fuse like I said, but tear and tape is my go-to adhesive. So I'm just gonna burnish one of the ends a little bit. And then we'll just pop that right here on the front. And then let's just go ahead and put our candy back in there. And it looks just like that. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. So here's the original one that I made. So y'all can vote in which one you like better. I think they're both cute. I think it's so much fun just to make a lot of different patterns and be able to give them out. And you know, if you have them all like in a little basket, all stacked up, it just looks really cute. And I love how that you can see on the inside of the double-sided paper, so that you get a little bit of a different pattern and color on the inside. All right, so that, like I said, it's super easy. I hope that it was easy to understand. So I'm gonna try that other idea that I had, I dreamt about last night. It may be a huge fail, but you know what? We're gonna try it out. So let's see how this goes. All right, so I am using I'm gonna use pink pirouette cardstock. So what I did here is I just cut this to 6 by 6 just for us to be able to cut out this side. And then I just used whatever strip was left over, and that's how I'm gonna cut the other side panel. So let's go ahead and bring in the Big Shot again. So y'all have to tell me, do y'all enjoy Valentine's? Do you like making treats for your family, or for if you still have young children that do that kind of stuff at school. My kids are older, but you know what? I still do it, and it's fun. They just hand them out to their friends, and I think their friends like it because they're getting some candy. I don't know many children that don't like candy. Okay, so I'm going to run that through here. And if you happen to be watching this and you don't have a current Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and you would like a copy of the Occasions and Celebration catalog, I guess I haven't mentioned, Celebration is going on right now, and that's Stampin' Up's annual sale. So for every $50 that you spend before tax and shipping, you are able to choose an item for free. So that runs through the end of March, and it's such a huge popular sale. The stamp sets and ribbon and designer series paper that you can choose from in the Celebration catalog is just so much fun. All right, so we're going to run this through. Okay, now before I score these pieces, I am going to place them in the embossing folder. So here I've got the embossing folder. This is the Falling Petals, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, a Falling Petals Texture Impressions embossing folder. And what I want to do is place it like that. And we're going to see how this works. So I need to change my platform. When you use the embossing folders, you want to use your Big Shot platform. And I don't think I need that thin die adapter. Okay, so we're going to run this through here. And I hope this works. I really like this embossing folder. It's so pretty. So crank that through there. Oh, getting an arm workout today. And so that's how it's going to look. Isn't that pretty? Okay, and then let's just run this piece. And I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to have this little tab piece hanging off so that doesn't get embossed. But let me see, I don't know if this is going to ruin that. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to have just to emboss it all, because I was thinking, you know, since we don't need this embossed, but when I do that, it's going to hang off the platform like that, and it's going to get all messed up. So I'm just going to go ahead and emboss everything. And I think it will still work. Okay, so let's run that through there again. Okay, let me put this off to the side. If y'all could see my space right now, you'd laugh. I've got things everywhere. Okay, now because it is embossed, I wouldn't recommend using your bone folder to burnish the edges, just because you could flatten some of the embossed parts. So I'm just going to use my fingers, and the score marks are pretty good on the cardstock. So I think I'll be good with everything lining up. Let me just get this right here. Is just a little, there we go. Okay, and then again, let's just fold on those lines. Okay, and again, like I said, I just like to put this together before I tape it down, just to make sure that I've got everything going the right way. Okay, so let's use our tear and tape adhesive again. And pull that off. And let's see here. I'm going to kind of lift this up because I'm having a little hard time matching that up. Okay. I don't want to stick my head in the camera. Y'all don't want to see that. I am going to use my bone folder just for the top right here. Okay, and then I'm going to put the tape again on this left side. And then, you know, for stamping, I'm thinking just using the red and black again. I mean, obviously you could do like the lips in pink with the pink pirouette, but I'm going to bring in the red again. I think that will look good. Then let's just put some adhesive down here. Let's see here. Let's get that up. And if there's anything in particular that you would like for me to demonstrate, let me know. You can comment here on Facebook, or you know, if you're watching this on YouTube, you know, comment below and I'll definitely take that into consideration. I'm always open to suggestions. Okay, I'm just going to peel this off from the first one without ruining it. No, you know what? It is going to ruin. Okay, so I've already got this done. So let me cut another piece of, or maybe I have some laying around. I should have some. Cut this real quick. So I'm just going to cut this just a little 3x3 square. Okay, and there's the stamps again. Let me find, where did I put my inks? Oh, here they are. There's one. Oh, here we go. All right, so let's do the lips again. Getting my Stampin' Pierce mat. And if you struggle with the photopolymer, try this tip. I think it will give you really good results. Having something with a little give behind your stamps. Okay, so got the lips down. I'm just going to let that dry a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to ink up the Sealed with Kiss. And just overlap it just a little bit. And then the big shot one last time, I promise, because I've already got the red scallop from the other project. So bring in the magnetic platform again. This, and then the stitched framelit. Just make sure that's even on there. Whoops. Okay, so let's crank that through. Okay. then just put this up on dimensionals. And I want to give a shout out to my team. I know that I have quite a few team members watching live. Thank you so much. Y'all are the best. Y'all make it fun. There we go. And then that's just going to go right there. All right, so let's go and use our tear and tape again. And if you'd like information about my team and being a part of it, reach out to me and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you may have. During celebration, there's a nice little bonus. All right. So, and let me just get one of the bags of candy. And it's just going to go like that. That's cute. I love it. I love the embossed. That's really pretty. All right, guys. Well, okay, so Imagine Candy's in there. And that one. So I hope you liked the project. Give it a shot. I really think that you'll enjoy using the mini treat bags. They're really fun. You saw how quickly it comes together. And you know, if you have any questions over any of the products that I used, you know, reach out to me. And I think that's it. Oh, well, actually, let me look for comments. Let me see if there's any comments. Let's see here. Whoops. Okay, so Emily said, love making Valentine's, but actually hate the holiday. That's too funny. And I saw Tammy, your comment went away. I can't remember what you said. I think you said they were cute. Well, thank you so much. All right, guys. Well, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe to my channel, give it a thumbs up, and look for the blog posts later this afternoon, okay? Thanks, guys. Have a great day, and rest of your week leading into the weekend. Bye, guys.